Welcome back to Forestry Pulse. Today, we're diving into the world of forest machines and the logging industry. The video begins with an impressive scene featuring a powerful log loader and a legendary Kenworth W900 truck. At first, you can see the truck arriving empty, its long trailer frame stretching out behind it as it carefully maneuvers through the forest path. Unlike regular trucks, this setup requires extra steps before it's ready to haul timber. The process starts with the log loader crane, which plays a crucial role in preparing the truck for its heavy-duty job. The log loader then begins its true work. One by one, massive trees are picked up with precision and placed onto the trailer. The size of these logs is truly impressive, and the skill of the operator is equally remarkable. After the last tree is loaded and secured, the Kenworth W900 slowly pulls away. The truck, now fully stacked with timber, makes its way out of the loading area. The rumble of the engine, combined with the sheer weight of the load, gives you a sense of just how powerful and reliable these trucks need to be in this industry. Next up, we shift our attention to a skidder, one of the most iconic machines in forestry operations. In this clip, the skidder is tasked with carrying a single, extremely long log. The first thing you'll notice is just how massive the log is compared to the machine itself. It takes strength, balance, and careful driving to move such a load through rough terrain without losing control. In this clip, we witness the incredible capacity of the LKT81 machine. Instead of just moving one or two logs at a time, this beast is seen dragging and carrying more than 10 trees in a single trip. That's an astonishing amount of timber, and it really shows the strength of this machine and the efficiency it brings to forest operations. As the machine begins to move, you can see just how much strain the terrain puts on both the equipment and the operator. Every bump in the road, every uneven surface, and every incline creates resistance against the massive load. Have you ever imagined what it takes to drag more than 10 full-size trees at once? This is a true display of power and engineering. Share your opinion in the comments. Do you think you could handle driving a machine like the LKT81 under these conditions? Here, the LKT-81 takes on another challenge, not just collecting logs, but transporting them down a forest road. This is one of the most important tasks in logging, since moving timber from felling sites to collection points is often the most time-consuming part of the job. The LKT-81, however, makes it look manageable. Loaded with logs, the machine begins its journey down a narrow, rugged forest road. Every turn demands precision, as the logs trail behind, swinging slightly with each movement. The driver must carefully calculate speed and direction to prevent the logs from colliding with trees, stumps, or rocks on the sides of the road. It's a slow but steady process that requires constant focus. In this clip, the LKT-81 is shown in a slightly different role. Instead of just moving logs, it uses its front blade to remove tree roots. This might seem like a small task compared to carrying massive loads, but root removal is an essential part of forestry and land management. The operator lowers the blade to the ground and positions the machine strategically near the root system. With steady pressure, the blade digs into the soil, cutting into the roots and pushing them aside. The strength of the machine ensures that even thick, stubborn roots are no match for its power. It's a demonstration of versatility, proving that these machines are not only built for hauling but also for clearing. The LKT-81 continues to push and dig, showing just how adaptable it can be in different forestry situations. While hauling logs is its main job, moments like this prove why operators appreciate its multi-purpose design.
No, ja vás zdravím po dlhej dobe. Rozhodli sme sa tu robiť.
Now we move on to a test of pure strength, watching a skidder climb a steep mountain slope. At first glance, it looks almost impossible for such a heavy machine to make its way uphill while still handling logs. But the skidder is built for challenges like this, and in this clip, you can see it push itself to the limit.
Musíme ho zrýpať. Snáď sa nám to podarí na viackrát.
The slope is rough and uneven, filled with loose soil, rocks, and small obstacles. Any regular vehicle would struggle or even slide back.
Myslím si, že to najhoršie je za nami. O chvíľu sme hore.
The driver plays a huge role here. Managing throttle, steering, and balance on a steep incline requires intense focus and skill. We come to another skidder clip, but this time it's all about the struggle of moving forward under extreme pressure. The machine collects a massive bundle of trees, gripping them tightly with its grapple. The sheer volume of logs being carried creates resistance against the machine. Every attempt to pull forward is met with the heavy drag of timber against the ground. The tires spin, the engine roars, and the machine inches ahead slowly, showing how difficult logging can be when conditions aren't perfect. This is a real test of strength and perseverance. The terrain only makes things harder. Mud, uneven ground, and slopes all add resistance to the already massive weight. Yet, instead of giving up, the skidder continues pushing forward bit by bit. This is a clear example of why these machines are built tough, with engines and hydraulics designed to endure extreme workloads. In this scene, we watch a skidder driving steadily through a forest road while hauling logs behind it. At first glance, it may look like a simple drive, but pulling logs across uneven paths is one of the toughest jobs these machines perform. Every bump, every curve, and every obstacle on the road adds resistance, but the skidder keeps moving with confidence. The logs trail behind in a bundle, dragging across the ground as the machine pulls them toward their destination. The driver must remain alert, controlling the machine's speed and direction while keeping the load steady. The forest road is narrow and surrounded by trees, which means there is no room for mistakes. Precision is just as important as raw power. Here, we witness the skidder take on an incredibly heavy load of logs, and the struggle begins immediately. This next clip captures a truly nerve-wracking task, watching the skidder move down a steep mountain slope while carrying logs. Unlike flat ground, a slope adds enormous risk. The weight of the logs pushes forward, creating extra pressure on the machine and forcing the driver to control both speed and balance with absolute precision. At the start, you can see the skidder carefully edging forward. Every movement must be slow and calculated, because gravity is working against it. The operator must constantly adjust the brakes and steering to keep the logs from sliding too quickly downhill. It's a delicate dance between controlling the machine and letting it move naturally with the slope. In this scene, we see another example of how tough the job can be when a skidder faces an overloaded bundle of logs. Just like in the earlier clip, the front wheels lift off the ground as the machine struggles to pull forward. It's an intense sight that shows the true power-to-weight battle between man, machine, and nature. The operator must handle this carefully. Too much acceleration could cause the skidder to tip backward, while too little might stall the machine completely. The key is to balance the load's resistance with steady, controlled power. Watching the machine strain against the weight gives you a real appreciation for how demanding logging work can be. This clip shows the skidder powering through the forest road, carrying a heavy load of logs while blowing smoke from its exhaust. The sight is both rugged and powerful, a machine working at full force to get the job done. The smoke is a sign of just how hard the engine is working under pressure. The logs trail behind in a heavy bundle, dragging across the forest floor as the machine advances. Once again, we see the skidder face the challenge of moving down a mountain slope with logs trailing behind. This kind of work is one of the most dangerous parts of logging operations. Gravity pulls the machine down, while the heavy logs add unpredictable force. Every second of this descent requires total focus. The driver begins cautiously, carefully adjusting the machine's pace to prevent losing control. You can see how the logs press forward, pushing against the skidder's balance. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Forestry Pulse for more amazing forestry and heavy machinery content. We post regularly, so you'll always find something new to explore about the logging industry. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.